Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood, where Daniel Butchie Brown is the host. Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood one more time. We got this Antoine back in the house, man. I'm telling you, it was real live the last time. Oh, yeah. Boy, he talked real good to me, so I had to tell him to come back. Talk to me again. Yeah, but he got somebody special with him today. She say she's shy, though. Don't look for her to say too much, because she's shy. But Antoine, being the man, say he gonna answer all questions. Ain't that right, Antoine?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Antoine, just to even get it going, how long you been married now?
Going on 17 years.
God dog, boy. Hey, that's
been
pretty
together
good.
21.
What? You put in 4 before
21.
you said I do.
Well,
Yes.
three and a half.
Yeah,
Like
what man, look
Yeah.
at. If you get past a couple of decades, it's got to be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Some of us can't even stay with a boyfriend, girlfriend for about a year. we get mad and just run off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no staying power.
Yeah.
But
it's
evidently,
structure, it's family structure.
is it structure?
You grew up in a two-parent household, so, you want what your parents had.
Yeah.
She's the same way. She grew up in a two-parent household and been knowing each other since she was in the 4th grade.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She didn't go to Russell, did she?
Yes.
She was at Russell with us?
She went to Russell, Drew, Fremont.
Boy, you went back and got
Gotta go.
boy, straight out of Russell Elementary.
Yeah.
God, dog, man. When you talk like that, you've been knowing up about over 50 years.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Family.
When
That's
you make
right.
it this far, you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him about 56 years down there in kindergarten. So Antoine, you known her since she was in the 4th grade?
Yep. Met her in the 4th grade. And
Man.
met the family, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah. I know moms. We've been knowing the whole family since then.
So when you got with her, you knew she at least was going to stay in the boat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, man, they'll jump out on you. First sign of trouble.
So, oh, yeah. That's my backbone right there.
So she might got some of them old roots. They go deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back like our parents.
Yeah,
Exactly. They was solid. The boat start rocking. They don't even get out. They just
ride the way.
ride it out. Man, I just want to say this, man. I just want to say thank you for all you do in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I even want to say this. A guy called me yesterday, David Barker. You remember David Barker?
Oh, yeah.
David Barker said, man, he saved me too. I was like, Dave, you played on the, He was telling me about all of that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
yeah, he was with us.
I'm just saying, it's sometimes you just get a call.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't even never knew David, because David wasn't like a real athlete guy, but he got on the team?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Him, all my brothers out there, Tony, Louie, who else we got out there? All of them, Danny.
Is that right?
My brother Cookie, he was a quarterback.
Is that right?
Yeah, my brother John back there, I think he's back there.
Boy, he didn't let go of the roots, I'm telling you. He's trying to take over Mr. Williams' job, you know what I'm saying?
William asked me to come up there and work. I told him I couldn't work there.
But the thing is what does somebody do and put their love into it?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Antoine love what he do. I love what he been doing. And I just, sometimes you got to give people, they do while they living. See, a lot of times what happened is when somebody pass away, then you get a line of folks.
Yeah.
And they get 2 minutes.
Right.
That makes the man tell him you got 2 minutes, some of them go over 2 minutes. But this here, when you do something in the neighborhood like that, and I come from it, we come from it together doing the trenches part.
Oh, yeah.
When it was tough. A lot of gang activity, a lot of whatever, a lot of great athletes. You know what I'm saying? So we come through that together, elementary, junior high. Then when we start getting to high school, we trying to figure it out. We get 15, everybody running like, where do we go?
Yeah.
Because now we start making our own decisions a little bit. when you get to that 15-year-old mark.
Yeah.
Still listening to our parents, but at that time, it's a different game.
Yo, way different, way different.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I want to say, Antoine, man, I don't know even what got in your head to start coaching and giving back.
Yeah, we started a long time ago in the neighborhood. Every time we had them block games.
Yeah.
And then when I got to high school, I ended up coaching the intramural league against, and that's where I really fell in love with coaching when I got my senior year at Pomona, and I coached the team to the championship. Man, I took what it was called the nitwits, dudes that at Pomona High School that didn't do nothing, and we ended up playing the faculty in the championship game.
Right.
So I loved it ever since then. Got to college, did it again in college. I coached 2 intramural teams in college. So when I came back to the neighborhood, Brother Louis' little brother, Art, was coaching at St. Malachi.
Is that right?
So he needed some help, and I went up there and started helping him, and boom, from there it just took off. And, when the Ray Dogs kicked, we was a bunch of young adults, still doing what we do. So we got into the league out at Eagle Rock Park.
Y'all was way out in Eagle Rock?
Man, Eagle Rock Park.
You go to Eagle Rock, you going into another zone. Well, that's close to Glendale, boy. The white folks don't want you down there.
Oh, man, we went down there, boy, and
What?
we had a ball. I told you before, they thought we all lived in one house.
Is that right?
Yeah, the rumor was having that we lived all in one house, man. We went down there, took a couple of titles.
Is that right?
Yeah, took a couple of titles. The main team we played against, I think that was our major rivals, was the police and firemen.
Right. Well, see, when you young and you travel to Eagle Rock, you think you done went when you young, you looking at a mountain, you be looking like you done went a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the first thing that got me when he said something. He said, Brown, when I went over to the St. Malachi's, I was volunteering.
Yeah, first year.
And if anybody volunteer their time doing something, they gotta love it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna find nobody volunteering doing something and don't love what they doing, because if you doing it and you volunteer, that means you ain't getting no money. You tell me anybody in here just want to do something and don't get paid.
Yeah, volunteer.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
And these days, they can get paid and don't want to do it.
Yeah. You got people that get paid and sit back and make everybody else do it.
So I knew that you loved it. And then when I talked to you that time, man, it so touched my heart so much, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the little things that I do.
Yeah.
And it ain't easy.
Yeah, you do a lot for the community.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, when it come down to coaching kids, and then when you start getting past 13 and 14.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different challenge. When they little, you could say, things and keep them in line. But when they get 13 and 14, they get a little bit more of that grownness in them.
Yeah. But you always depend on that first group. That first group, they set the standard. So they the ones don't allow certain things. Like we had this thing in practice, no sagging and no ragging. You couldn't come into practice with you showing your drawers, and you couldn't have no flame or rags on you. So, and if anybody did, I wouldn't even have to enforce it. The first groups, they enforced all the laws. They made sure nobody, we ain't gonna do that. Like I said, we had that thing called big dogs. And I think my grandson back there, he knows about it. All my son, they all came through the same program. And
is that right?
Yeah, them big dogs, they open up your eyes.
See, when you start doing what he's doing, you're changing lives. And it may not seem like it, you can't save everybody.
No.
But if you can save one cat, you done a hell of a job. That's the same thing they say in church. When people go to church, whatever, if you can save one of them, you done a whole lot, because, see, that one can go and do a whole lot too.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I really love about it. And then when a man become a real man is when he take on a family.
Oh, yeah. You gotta put what your admirations to the side and take care of that family.
Yeah.
That's number one rule, what you like and what you want really don't matter right now. You got to make sure you do the right things for them kids and the wife. So basically, that's been the way we was raised.
Right. Right.
My dad took a lot of jobs that he didn't like, and my dad had a nice temper, loved the kids. He take care of all the kids, but when his temper blew, we knew he wasn't going to have that job no more. But he always took care of us. You know what I'm saying? He took care of us. And we just, me, my brothers, we do the same. All of my brothers from the block, we had good parents.
Right.
Very good parents. Tony mom used to chastise Miss Denson. Miss Denson would chastise us. Louie's mom back there, Miss Barcenas, she would take care of us. She always gave us the fruit tamales. And, man, we spent time over there with them, always playing basketball. So our community was tight.
So that
builds character. That community we had builds character. And every last one of the brothers on that block, with the exception of a couple, doing real well.
Yeah.
Doing real well.
Like I said, man, if we could just survive.
Yeah. It's been some touch and go.
Yeah. I mean, when you're dealing with a community of a lot that's going on out there.
Yeah.
It's about surviving.
Yeah.
So when you get to be 60 years old and you still can look okay, you still doing all right.
Yeah.
Man, God been good to you.
God is always good, man. Always. I remember my brother went to, he was Jordan.
Yeah.
He was at Jordan with him.
Is that right?
Yeah, Cookie, Cookie had graduated by the time you got over to Jordan.
Okay.
And my mom said, well, you going to go over to Jordan with your brother Cookie? I had to tell Mom, I ain't going to survive that one.
Boy, you
can't go to Jordan.
Boy, look here. The jungle is big.
Yeah. No matter where we went, it was going to be rough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I couldn't go to Jordan. But, then I ended up coaching at Jordan.
Is that right?
Yeah, I ended up doing 3 years coaching at Jordan, man. And them kids is just like any other kids anywhere else. As long as you got somebody strong that's going to give them the rail and guide them to the next level, they listening. Because they hunger for that over there.
Yeah,
a lot of the kids we dealt with, it was from single parent homes, or they were from, like, their grandparents was taking care of them.
Yeah.
So they really didn't have male figures in their life. So they was rough. They was always hostile. And then somebody comes along that deals with hostile in a way they never had it dealt with. That coach ain't scared of us.
Right.
You can't go in there being scared of nobody, because then they're not gonna listen to you.
Right.
And for some reason, everywhere I've been, the kids just magnet. The magnet between me and them, because not knowing I came from the same situations they're at.
Right.
They just connected with me.
Right.
And it's still going on right now today. Over at Verb.
The one thing about when you start coaching kids or young adults, it's just more than coaching at that time.
Oh, yeah.
You take on being a father figure.
Yes.
You take on being a mentor. I can guarantee you, I could take one of them and give them that job. In about a week, they going to quit.
Oh, yeah.
Because the kid might want to talk crazy. He might, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how he growing up.
Yeah.
In his household, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now you got to keep encouraging him. You got to keep him in line, and it's a lot to coaching and dealing with people all around like that.
Especially in today's time, because kids are moving up so fast. They're growing up so fast, and they're dealing with, like I said, grown up situations as a kid. So we have kids now that have to work.
Right.
I'm talking 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Right.
That have to go to work. Help out. So you have to maneuver around all that. And some coaches that just coach everybody hard the same way, they may not understand that situation.
Right.
But coming from the neighborhood, I understand that situation, So we take an account of what kids are dealing with at home, and work with them and not against them. Right. And they appreciate that.
Right. See, one time I just got to tell them, because, when a kid grow up in an area where their parents might got more,
yeah,
they got that. So you come into the neighborhood part of it, some of them got it and some of them don't.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you got to keep that kid that don't have it uplifted at all times.
Exactly. You got to keep him busy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Letting him know that he ain't less than.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of them be sometimes the better players.
Yeah. Yeah, better player, better attitude, but just has a whole different situation at home where he has to, like, he might have to take, or she might have to take care of their siblings. So the parents can go to work, you know, so they cooking and cleaning like they're an adult, and they ain't nothing but 7th and 8th graders.
Right.
You know, so you have to take into account of all that. And that's the thing that, you know, as coaches, most coaches that, I don't like to bang on the Pop Warner coaches, but, you know, they bring negativity to the kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the younger coaches, because all they thinking about is winning.
Right, right.
They don't think outside the box on, you know, what this kid is dealing with, you know. And right now we got a similar situation at Berg. But, you know, Coach Parks, like I told you, he's a pastor and he's passionate. He's passionate about what he do, and that's the reason why he said, Twine, you got to come back with me. And I came out of retirement, you know, work with them kids at Verb because, you know, they got challenges too.
Right, right.
All private schools don't have riches.
Oh, that's right. No, for sure. For sure.
You know, so we're dealing with a lot of little kids that are, you know, they in the school because of the work study program.
Right.
They have a work study program, so they have a commitment. So they're going to miss a lot of practice.
Right.
But they still want to play football. They still want to play basketball. And we have to give them that allowance.
Yeah. See, people got to realize when you work in helping out in the Catholic school, you got to be, it's a little different from working in the LAUSD.
Oh, it's a whole lot different. Yeah.
So they looking for a man to produce.
Yeah.
It's just like a student. If some kids don't produce in some of them Catholic schools, they tell them they got to go.
Yeah.
So you got to produce. The coach got to produce.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
So most of those upper echelon Catholic schools, them dudes is getting like 6-7 figures.
Yeah.
So they have to produce.
They got to produce.
You know, the boosters are paying their salary.
But a lot of times I want people to know that deal with you on a daily basis, but they not out there.
Yeah.
They just think, you know, he just coaching. It don't mean that. No, I'm serious.
No, you're right. I'm laughing because kids, even some of the kids and parents that just show up on game days that don't never had the kids on practice, they think this is easy, what we do. You know, they think, oh, I can do this.
Right.
You know, barking at the kids. I'm like, you know, and I had to tell one of the parents, you know, you got to quit telling him what to do because we worked out this certain thing and he knows what to do. And the kids get embarrassed. They get embarrassed because their parents are sitting up there yelling out stuff that they don't know, you know. They don't know what you put in that week of work, you know, in your game planning. And they get there and want to change up everything by telling the kids. I had a kid, man, Jamel Powell, play for the Dallas Cowboys. We're playing a game at Sarah. His daddy, we're up by 3 points. We have the ball. We have our inbounds play. His daddy runs down there and tell him, throw the ball to the other end of the court without my knowledge. We win the game. He throws the ball to the other end of the court. The kid from the other school caught it and almost made it 3 to tie it up. So after the game, I kind of blasted the kids. Then I had to have a talk with that parent.
Right.
You know, we not doing Cracker Jacks. My job is to get these kids ready for the next level. You can't do this at nobody's high school, college, pro. You can't be in the stands telling your kids what to do.
That's right.
You know, and so I really had to let him have it. So he kind of like stayed away from the games because he couldn't help himself.
Wow.
Yeah, one of my other coaches had to send him to the top of the bleachers in the football game because he just kept confusing his son. See, and kids are going to, when they got their father in the house, they're going to listen.
They're going to definitely listen to
you know, because they got to go home and live with this guy.
Yeah.
But then they know it's wrong. The kids know it's wrong, and that's when it's bad. When the kids know it's wrong, but the parents, you know, that's why we have so many Pop Warner fights out there now. You got coaches fighting referees and kids, little kids, 9 and 10, out there fighting because, you know, it's about who's guiding them.
See, one of the things I want to say to you is sometimes when you're teaching these kids, it takes time to develop, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And sometimes people want to move a kid. And then when they move that kid and that kid don't get with that development, then they might want to bring him back. When you're working with these kids, I tell you, some things is a slow grind too.
Oh yeah. Some of them can't pick it up as easy as
it ain't
others.
gonna happen as fast. But as time go on, you start to see that kid start to develop. As time go on, then you see what was put into him.
Yes, the work.
The work, it's gotta be work.
They gotta put in the work to get better. Some of them are not like we grew up playing street ball. We had Russell from 8 o'clock to about 2 o'clock. We had Drew from about 3 o'clock to 11 to midnight.
Right.
You know, getting chased by Teddy's dogs on the yard.
Right.
And we played sandlot football. You know, we did all these things. These kids, it's not available for them.
Right.
You know, all the little middle schools and junior high schools, they shut down. Nobody can go play basketball no more, you know, to enhance their skills.
Well, they don't even have that unity where, you know, the kids is with each other as much. You know what I'm saying? It's like once the practice over or whatever, everybody just go on these separate ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking today and thanking God, man, you still got family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
You know how important that is?
Man, that's the strength of my foundation.
You know what I'm saying?
Strength of my foundation right back there.
Yeah, you know.
You can't do anything for this long by yourself.
That's right.
You got to have people along the way. Big Lou, Tony Denson, Danny, Mark, may rest in peace. You know, Dino. Yeah. All these people were involved in what we did. You know what I'm saying? And from day one, the boys from the block embraced the Ray Dogs. And when we turned it into a youth thing, everybody helped out, you know, and everybody did their part. Yeah. You know, it was just all about getting kids in the gym, man. And I think in about 4 years of starting that, we went from one team to over 200 kids.
Is that right?
Yeah. Brother Doc Lytle and T. Lytle, they came in from the west side, and you know, and it got extremely large at one point, and that's when the Vultures came out.
And the reason why I wanted to do this to start letting people get recognized for what they're doing.
Yeah.
See, you know, we need to be able to do that more.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of effort come into this, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And like I'm saying, anytime you're doing coaching and dealing with kids, it's got to be a hard thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to go through a couple of cars because you're going to be dropping off almost everybody on the team.
Well, you know what your daddy did, don't you?
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
You know, picking them up, dropping them off. Yeah.
So you know when you're doing that, there's some of them genes is in you.
Yeah, it's right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus, you know what's going on in the streets these days, and the kid get out of practice at 9 o'clock, you know, talking about I'm finna go get on the bus. Nah, get in the car. Get in the car. Most of them don't even get on the bus because they're scared of the buses at that time of night. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, they don't travel like we did. We was getting there any way possible. Boy. We would walk. That's like when they wanted you to get back to Pomona. How did you get there?
On the bus.
You know what I'm saying? You tell a kid today to go to Pomona right now. Man, he'll look at you. Man, did you crazy? Pomona? He don't want to go to Torrance.
And that all falls back on kids not being, you know, outside as much.
Right.
You know, when we Christmas Day, when we come out, everybody in the neighborhood out in the streets playing. You look outside on Christmas Day now.
Yeah, it's tough now.
You won't see about two, maybe one or two kids out, and the rest of them all inside.
Yeah.